Greetings everybody, I am standing right behind the Nintendo Battle Stage here at Gamescom 2019 and our Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Gamescom Invitational 2019 is just about to start. I am joined by two famous and very experienced Smash Bros. Players. This is Ramsey and this is Ramses, I'm gonna mix the names up, I told you before. And this is Bowie, I'm sorry. Bowie, you are actually from the UK, but you told me that you do speak a little bit of German, right?
Entschuldigung, aber mein Deutsch ist nicht so gut. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch.
Alright, but that was pretty good, I think. And Ramses, you are pretty experienced in casting a Smash Bros. Tournament. Which was the last one you did?
Just a few months ago, we were at Amsterdam with Nintendo for the finals, and I'm excited to see these players on stage again.
Yeah, we are all pretty excited here backstage. The tournament is about to start in just a few moments.
Sun beats down, no talent can hide in the shadows. New rivals emerge, and old friends rise. Victory or defeat in the glowing light of truth. When the heat is on, the best of the best will face the challenge.
Sergio, Mark, Leon, Iberias, and Skipper.
This is the Nintendo Battle Stage, live at Gamescom. Now.
On for Mr. Battle Stage, Tim Feldner.
Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to the Nintendo booth. Welcome to the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Gamescom 2019 Invitational. I hope you guys are excited for some really great Smash action tonight. Sounds like it. Perfect. I'm also super pumped. Nice. Hello and welcome to everyone tuning in to the live stream. It's good to have you guys with us as well, but obviously it's much better in here. At the Nintendo booth here at Gamescom Cologne. No, honestly, thank you very much for tuning in, and obviously also thank you very much for joining our Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Tournament today. So we have a fantastic tournament ahead of us today, and I'm really excited because we are going to see some wonderful Smash action today, and 4 players will secure their ticket to the big tournament in Kyoto in Japan. So that's something I'm looking forward to. 4 players will be able to attend the big tournament in Japan, but today it's time for 8 players to prove themselves. And now that we know what today's show is all about, I think it's time to get more people here on stage, right? So let's start with our lovely stage assistant, and I think she's kind of the secret star of the show. It's Danuta! Danuta! Good to see you. And this is what it's all about. It's the ticket that I was talking about. The ticket to Kyoto, to Japan, for the big tournament in October. That's what 4 players will be able to secure today if they win their matches. So, but we don't only have this ticket for them, no, there's more. Danuta, please head over there so we can actually reveal our trophies. So, how do they look like? Like this. Nice. 4 amazing medals for 4 amazing players. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get some real experts on stage. I'm talking about our professional commentators as well as our official referee from Nintendo of Europe. Make some noise for Bowie, Ramses, and Julian! Hey, buddy. Hey. Hey guys, how are you doing?
Hello, I'm well, thanks. A bit exciting to be here. I've done a few tournaments in my time, but
I know.
A live audience.
Perfect. But are you guys pumped for today?
Hell yes, we're gonna have a good time today here at the Nintendo stage.
Yeah, exactly. So I already said that you are our official referee from Nintendo of Europe. It's Julian. And Julian also had a hand on the rules, which you are going to explain to us right now.
I believe so, yeah. But we have our 8 players. We also need to have a look about how these players are going to be going about their business today. So let's bring those rules up onto the big screen and we can go through those one by one. So let's get those up now for us, please. So, as it goes, we have 8 players. We have 4 matches. First of all, these are going to be best of 5. So the first player to win 3 games will win their match and be given that ticket onwards. It's going to be done in, I believe, squad strike. So every player is going to choose 3 separate characters. 3 separate characters. It's going to be tag team. So when they lose their first stock, that character is gone from that game. They need to make sure that all the 3 characters they use are they're very proficient with them.
There they are.
Here we are. Okay, so let's go through that again. The squad strike, check. Tag team, check. Best of 5, check.
Yes.
There we go. 3 stocks, as I mentioned, per game. It's going to be 7 minutes per game. And to make sure that it's all about skill, no items. I see a few people in the audience excited about that. Don't worry, we know.
Exactly, we understand why. So, I think we can go to the launch area now. And Julian, please head over to the player area because we want to announce our players, right?
They are the stars of the show.
All right, guys, take a seat at the fireplace and then it's actually time to announce today's players. Are you guys excited? Perfect, let's do this. So, here they are, our players for today's tournament. Let's start with someone from Finland. It's Lancelot.
He captained the Finnish team to Nordic champions.
From Austria, it's Yeti.
One of the best YouTubes in the entire world.
From Germany, it's Light.
Devilishly handsome and Germany's best player.
And also from Germany, it's Sir John.
Representing Smash's Femme Fatale.
And from Spain, here he is, Mark.
A great TO and even better player, Mopri.
And from France, here he is, Leon.
A European Smash staple, veteran.
And from Portugal, Iberias.
Our tournament's dark horse here, watch out.
And finally, from the Netherlands, it's Skipper.
Prize pick from the Netherlands. Let's see how he stacks up.
Here they are, our 8 players for today's tournament. Looking good, gentlemen. Nice shirts, I have to say. I'm a bit jealous. So, I'm just going to ask you one question and one question only. Why are you going to win tonight's tournament?
I will win today's tournament because I have the best Wario in the Nordic countries.
Nice. That's some confidence.
P2.
I will win the tournament because I'm super hungry already for the Japanese food.
Nice.
I will play better than my opponent.
Okay.
Because I'm the best.
Ooh.
I'll win because I want to make the Portuguese Smash community proud.
I'll win because I'm really glad to fight an old friend.
I'll win because I have the Spanish community under 10 with me.
All right. Thank you very much for that, gentlemen. That's quite some confidence, right, Bowie and Ramses?
Absolutely. They're all think they're going to win this one.
They're brimming with confidence. I love to see the matches.
Yeah, so let's take a look at the bracket because we are eager to find out who's going to play first. And here they are. Our first matchup, it's Sir John versus Skipper. It's Leon versus Light. And it's Ibayes versus Lancelot, as well as Mark against Yeti. So, ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for our players to take their seat, and our first players of the day will be Sir John and Skipper. So give them a great round of applause, please, for Sir John and Skipper. Guys, you can go over there to Julian in the player area. And you guys, thank you very much for joining us for now. This is your applause. You can leave the stage over there. And I'm going to join my buddies, Ramses and Bowie.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, I'm pretty good. I'm super excited, I've got to say.
I mean, looking at the bracket, we've got some interesting matches for sure. I mean, and listening to how excited or confident everyone is a really interesting thing to see. Funny that Lancelot mentioned he's the best Wario in the Nordic region. I wonder if our good friend Whoopi would be going to contest that one.
Yeah, and I have to add, the pressure's on. There's one match, one best of 5, and that's it. You win, you go to Kyoto.
Yeah.
Lose, that's your chance.
Yeah, and our first matchup, it's Skipper versus Sir John. And I remember what Skipper just said. He said, I'm the best, so it should be easy for him, right?
Exactly, but Sir John is no slouch of his own. He's been in the scene for a while now, one of the rising stars in Smash 4, and he's kept up that level for years now.
Yeah, let's talk about these two. What can you tell us about them?
Well, I mean, as you say, Sir John's one of the best players in Germany right now, and you know, he was rising in Smash 4 and in Smash 4 Wii U, and now with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, he's really found his niche. He's just, I mean, we saw him at the European Championships, really putting on a good show, and he took them, alongside Light all the way to E3, and then performed wonderfully out there. Now, can we see him on his own to really bring that skill?
Yeah, what do we know about Skipper?
So Skipper is more of an unknown pick. He's been a threat in Smash 4 in the Netherlands for a long time. Not much of a traveling player though, so most of the Netherlands knows to fear him. At the international stage, hasn't really seen him perform yet. In Smash Ultimate, he's had some issues finding the character that is right for him, but now that he has that Falco on deck, extremely potent pick for him. I really want to see how well he stacks up against Sir John.
Okay.
I mean, right now we have the players picking their characters on our screen here. So again, they're going to be picking 3 separate characters. They will have 1 stock with each of those characters. So again, they're going to be picking their main character, maybe a secondary, and potentially that tertiary 3rd character. This is really where you have to show your general skill, not just your ability to have 1 character, but how well do you know a whole range.
And as we mentioned, Sir John representing the Femme Fatales already, Zero Suit Samus and Palutena getting picked right there. Some very speedy, fast, strong characters, and Wolf to round out the roster.
And looking at Skipper's side, we've got a Falco, a Roy, and a Pokemon Trainer. Pokemon Trainer's recently gone through some changes that makes it a much stronger character. And Roy, is a sword user, very, very combo heavy, got incredible KO power as well.
Okay, so as we can hear by the music, the preparation is still on. So this gives us just a moment to talk about favorites. Okay, or maybe not. Maybe we will just jump into the game, so it's up to you guys. Bowie and Ramses.
Thank you so much indeed. Going into our first game, having a look at, well, they've selected Falco and Wolf first of all, so there is strategy about who you choose first.
Before we get into the match, audience, let's hear it for Sir John and Skipper.
Okay, nice opening game going onto Battlefield to begin with. Just teasing each other out, throwing out the odd move here and there, but again, you can see Sir John getting a big combo off.
Look at those combos. On the other hand, Skipper, this is his favorite stage with Falco. Amazing combo potential. He just needs to get that first hit. Sir John is not letting him.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing with Wolf. He's got a lot of very good hitboxes. You can see he can string together a lot of big hits as well, but Serjon trying to find the KO, can't find anything just yet, and now Skipper's in.
That's that combo game we talked about. Look at the damage coming out, 40% already, and more damage coming in. Skipper's looking for it. Serjon intercepting the combo immediately.
Yeah, going for that very, very short hop and then falling forward there to try and follow up, but Serjon just gets out, goes to the nair, follow up, does not connect.
Amazing tech by Skipper, staying in the game right there. That Falco needs to put in work, that is his main character. Tries to get a combo there, but it's not quite landing. Look at the neutral game, they're really feeling each other out.
I mean, that's the thing when you're playing against a player or a character you maybe haven't played for a while. You need to get into the game and really start feeling your way in. And you can see now following up, gets the forward tilt, not going to be enough just yet. Skipper should recover, but easy edge guard maybe. Goes high.
Look at that Skipper, still in the game after that lead by Serjon. Oh, and look at that, the KO. That's a lead for Serjon, and Falco is out of the game.
I see that nice scoop, hitbox comes up, and now you can see Skipper coming out with the Roy. What can he do with this massive combo character? Goes to the down throw into up air, gets another up air out of parry.
Nice parry right there, the pressure is on, forward tilt lands, Serjon now off stage, not where Wolf wants to be, the flare blade not gonna connect, and Serjon makes it back.
So the thing about Roy is that he's got such good strength at the hilt of his sword, at the base of that blade where you want to be, so you have to be up close, but you can be devastating if you're on point.
Here's Serjon though, is still living on that first stock, the combo still coming out 45%. Look at that, the auto shield forward there, almost getting the read on the smash, but Skipper, he's on the board, he's fighting.
Wonderful back air, and he goes into a taunt there, but you can see Serjon bringing out that Palutena. Good, again, we're talking about combo heavy characters, that's what Palutena does best. Strong back air too, with the shield property as well.
Exactly, that shield of Palutena will block any incoming attack, so if she uses that back air, there's no way to get past it, but here's Skipper, he's not even dealing with the back air,
oh,
he's
wonderful.
going straight into the close range.
Yeah, lovely string there with the jab into grab into back air, no, trying to got the sour spot on the up air to land. Wonderful
amazing
read.
tech chase, not quite enough. Battlefield, such a high ceiling, but there's the tech chase. The up air's gonna close it out. Serjon is looking dominant right now.
Skipper though now has 3 characters on the board. You know, what we see from most Pokemon trainers is this low percentage heavy combo game with Squirtle, switching to a solid neutral with Ivysaur, and then trying to consolidate a stock with the strong hitboxes and KO potential of that Charizard.
Exactly, Charizard's KO potential, no slouch, but he needs to get the percentage first, and Palutena has other plans. Look at that, the back air walling the down tilt, a forward smash getting charged, but it's not quite enough. Here's Skipper, he tries to find a KO, but it doesn't quite land.
Absolutely, you can see that just the work coming out from Serjon rather to get the percentage up. He's looking to get this stock very, very quickly. Goes for the explosive flame, doesn't connect just yet, looking to get there for the finish. Skipper now, the Charizard's out. Can he secure this stock? No! A beautiful back air will be enough. Serjon takes game 1.
2 stocks remaining, a quite dominant game 1. Serjon showing what he's made of. Skipper has to find an answer.
What a great first game. So how do we feel about that?
I mean, the most important thing to say is that you can just see how well Serjon was able to kind of just keep the pressure up on Skipper. He was finding nice moments, but couldn't either push it too far to get the KO, or was struggling to get in on the defensive side of Serjon's game to really kind of keep the percentage ticking over.
Exactly. I think the most important thing in that game was Skipper's Falco losing to Wolf. Falco is Skipper's strongest pick, and losing that Falco so early on, that's a big hit for his lineup.
Yeah. Felt a little bit like he crumbled after the second stock, so that's exactly what you're saying right now. So let's see what we are going to see now.
Okay, so just before we get to the characters, our players are playing on what the community call modified DSR. Basically it's about stage selection, knowing what you can and can't ban, and our players have selected Smashville for their second game.
Exactly, they cannot go back to a stage that they've already won on. So this is Skipper's turn to select a stage that fits his team. We're seeing the same character picks coming out here, and you gotta wonder, will Skipper keep his Falco for more of a comeback position in the back of the team?
Exactly, we haven't really talked about the strategizing of which character you pick when, and when you bring them in and who you throw out first. Seems like we're ready though, Tim.
Yes, we're going into this second game right now. There's nothing I can add except to head it over to you guys.
Okay, it looks like it's going to be the same setup. Yeah, Falco into the Wolf to begin with. Get off to a good start. Get on to the ground running.
Exactly, and Smashville being a smaller stage is really going to help Skipper to push Wolf off stage and really capitalize on Wolf's poor recovery game. But Surgeon once again just showing how dominant his Wolf is, and even if it's not his main character, it's still a strong pick. Skipper, though, got the combos here. Look at the damage.
Yeah. Utilizing the platform as well to extend it. He got the grab, throw him up, got to the up tilt. The air dodge onto stage from Sir John allowed Skipper to pressurize more.
Exactly. Excellent gameplay so far. And look at the back air as Smashville coming into Sir John's favor here. Sir John still dominant.
The back air is so strong from Wolf. One of the strongest hitboxes in the game, it feels like. In that sweet spot.
Exactly. Sir John so accurate with it. Got that back air on deck and already the low percent combos. He just keeps going. There's no stopping his momentum right now. Skipper has to change up his game, has to stop walking into Wolf's hitboxes and really utilize that Roy sword to keep Sir John out of his range.
Yeah, and you can see Skipper trying to go for the flare blade to kind of get the edge guard there, but couldn't. You can see Sir John just racking up the percentage consistently, and there's so much pressure off stage again. Nice offense back on the stage.
Exactly, Skipper so back and forth with it, but look at the damages. Sir John already evening up the second stock. Look at that, the forward throw coming out, and that's Sir John lapping Skipper in percents. Skipper with the answer, up tilt out of the ledge roll.
Indeed, the strength of those hitboxes I was talking about, the up tilt is going to be enough to take that stock. Now, this is where he's got to put the pressure on. How much percentage can the Skipper put onto this Palutena before he loses his Roy?
Exactly, and even though Roy has that sword, as we mentioned, the shield on Palutena's backer is going to mean that she can still contest the sword because it's such a strong defensive tool. Look at this though, Skipper controlling the middle of the stage. Look at that, he's constantly retreating to the middle and knocking Sir John away. Sir John breaking through.
Good DI to survive, nice air dodge there just to land on that stage just about. You can see he's doing some good work, 50% in there, not taking his stock just yet. At this point, taking little hits doesn't really matter. You know, at this point, the back throw is going to be enough.
Oof.
Any move, you know, any KO move would have done it.
Exactly, and here's Skipper on a Pokemon trainer. Let's see if he can put on a little bit more percent this time around. He really wants to switch to Ivysaur soon. Tries to get one hit to knock Palutena away and give himself some room to get that switch up. There's the jab lock into the forward smash, and it's an even game. Skipper, he's showing signs of life.
Wonderful, wonderful. Using the jab to reset that knockdown animation to get that smash at the end. Wonderful, wonderful string from him.
The parry as well, and he's pressuring right now. Squirtle is one of Zerasu's roughest matchups in this game.
And that's the thing, how long do you want to stay in this matchup just to get the percentage up before you swap over to the Ivysaur? Nice grab on that roll in.
Into the back air, but no connection. Here's the dash attack though. Skipper is constantly pressing his advantage, but there comes that whip, that Zerasu whip, making it so hard for Squirtle to come in because he's very stubby.
And you can see just how much movement as well that Zero Suit Samus gets off. She's so nimble, so lithe a character. Quite hard to hit when she's in her groove.
On the other hand, Squirtle so small, and that makes it rough for Zero Suit. She's a very much a precision-based character, and Squirtle can make that really rough with that small stature. There's the Nair into forward air. Surgeon coming alive, pressuring on stage. Skipper switching into Ivysaur right here. That's a combo.
This is looking very nice though. The thing is, Ivysaur's got loads of little tricks to get these stocks, but you might think, forward air coming up the Charizard! It's gonna be enough! Skipper with a point on the board, 1-1.
That Dragon Claw coming in clutch, so much range on that, and Surgeon did not expect Charizard to have an extra jump. It is a dragon, he has multiple jumps, and that really comes out of the blue when he switches to Charizard immediately.
Despite the fact that Charizard's red, he came out of the blue indeed. That is just showing the strength of some of the changes that have happened to Charizard recently. A lot of Pokemon trainer mains have been feeling so much more confident in that dragon. I mean, well, fire flying, let's be serious.
That dragon, exactly.
Pokemon, that dragon. I mean, before people were questioning just how much potential he had, but there you see it. There you saw it. What a quick hit.
Exactly, that KO power, nothing to sneeze at, and just like that, your stock could be gone.
Fantastic game. I don't know what to say. I mean, it looked super different from game one. I'm not quite sure what changed. Like maybe the nerves got to him in game one. I don't know.
Skipper's definitely feeling a little bit better. I think he played with his Roy specifically a lot more conservative. He wasn't trying to really push the moments to get into the sweet spot of his sword, and that played off better.
I'd honestly like to highlight one play by Skipper, and that was the jab lock with Squirtle. Getting a KO with Squirtle is very rare, and that meant he keep the momentum with Squirtle. The new character switched in, and he could immediately go for those low percent combos. So that really swung the game in his favor, getting that low percent KO with the jab block into forward smash. Just amazing find by Skipper right there.
I mean, I kind of find it funny that, like, we were saying, maybe you should switch to Ivysaur, and he proved us wrong.
He proved us wrong.
So maybe we should just take a quick look into a replay. I think that's something you will like. So here it is.
Nice.
Let's just see this moment. I believe it's going to be that finishing moment of the jump in.
The extra jump going over the paralyzer like that, and just Surgeon not seeing it coming.
Yeah, I mean, you could see in that replay there just the range that it had. I mean, I think Surgeon maybe was sitting on his heels a little bit, was a bit complacent at that moment, and then kind of went, oh, actually, I need to be ready here. And
I don't think it's complacency. He saw the Ivysaur, he knew what his opponent could do, but he did not keep the switch in mind. It's a whole nother, it's a squad strike in one.
And the players are ready for game 3, so make some noise for Surgeon versus Skipper!
We are locked in here at ones. We're going back to Smashville though. Both players must have agreed just to allow that.
We saw that Becker coming out previous game from Surgeon, KOing Skipper oh so early. Here's the combo though. Look at the chase on the air dodge, immediately going for that grab. And the up tilt once again. Look at the combos.
73% into 85, getting that forward air. That's got such a good hitbox as well. Landing there into up tilt back air!
Skipper showing the best combos we've seen so far. Falco jumping so very high in the air.
Completely removed the wolf from play, and we've seen Surgeon do so well at that, and Skipper is really on fire right now.
Remember when I said he needs to make more use of that Falco? Look at that, Skipper, listen. He knows what to do, and now Falco's on fire. Palutena has to find a way to get rid of the bird.
Yeah, that forward air into dash attack coming through to get a little bit going on there. Needs to get rid of Skipper here, but Skipper's just really confident now. He's just, I think he's a bit more on point with his combos as well.
Exactly, he just wants to find that hit here though. Surgeon leaving no room for Skipper's offense. Skipper constantly pushed off stage, and that's the back air. The tried and true Surgeon evening up the stock count.
Okay, now we're back seeing this situation again, but at this point, Skipper has the percentage lead. And we know when you have a Roy really moving and really just getting inside, you see, the landing sour spot back air, into jab, into forward, into nair, wonderful.
Definitely a good attempt right there by Skipper. Didn't lose much to it, but Surgeon right here, as we mentioned before, he's working from the center of the stage and he keeps pushing Skipper out. That seems to be the name of the game here on Smashville. Now it's Skipper's turn. Look at that, he turned around before jumping to get that back air off a little bit stronger, and Surgeon missing the ledge. You don't want to see that happen.
Yeah, and I was just watching Surgeon, the reaction there. He knew he made the error, didn't actually snap to the ledge and went on stage. Easy finish for Skipper.
Skipper, he's really looking to go to Japan here. The combos coming out. Roy turning up the heat, literally.
He is, yeah, that is what he does. A sword of seals. Never count Surgeon or even Zero Suit Samus out when she's got a hitbox like that.
The neutral air, 2 flip jump kick just like that, ending stocks. But here's Squirtle again, and that's exactly the Pokemon that gave Zero Suit so much trouble last time.
I think that's the thing, you can't get too... I was mentioning complacency last game, but maybe we saw a little bit there from Skipper, or just proficiency Surgeon to finish it off.
Nice down air by Surgeon coming out of nowhere, meteoring down to the ground, but as soon as he finds his footing, Skipper is there to mess up his flow.
I do like the confidence that Skipper has in Squirtle though, because of his lightness, he's quite fragile. Surgeon twice with the flip kick into Meteor. Scrapes that game back from the jaws of defeat.
He definitely grabbed that game with both hands and dragged it down, and that is a 2-1 lead for Surgeon. 2 KOs with that Zero Suit. Excellent gameplay right there.
Yeah, I mean, Skipper came out really strong with that Falco and showed a lot more resilience with his Roy, but then I think Squirtle maybe showing it, or at least I think at that point Surgeon kind of like just really tightened the screws. He just really started to constrict a bit more against Skipper, who couldn't fight back.
Let's just dive into one more replay and then maybe we can commentate that.
Okay. Let's see what we got.
It's that combo game, and you know what's coming at this point. The forward air is coming out. Skipper really putting on the heat, up tilt into back air, just like that.
The landing there was beautifully just dragged him straight down to the up tilt, and up he goes.
And I mean, coming back from that looked tough.
But he did it. He did it, and explosively with those neutral air to flip jump kicks, getting them twice. And I have to highlight, getting a neutral air on Squirtle, that tiny character with a precision character like Zero Suit, you hardly see that happen. You have to be so incredibly on point to make that happen.
There's actually another replay, so let's jump in. Take a look at the next replay.
Let's see, I think this is just that moment, I believe, where we just get dragged across the stage.
Look at that, he's looking for those neutral airs. That's the third neutral air in a row, and there it is. Oh, disgusting.
Skipper looking back at the pass there. I felt that again. But 2-1 now to Sir John, and I think that our players are ready.
The players are ready. Sir John is taking a deep breath, and now we can jump into our next game versus Sir John. Versus the next game with Sir John versus Skipper.
Will Sir John close it out, or is this Skipper's comeback? We've seen him adapt. I want to hear the crowd give it up for Sir John.
There seems to be some definite love in the crowd for the German player. Nice, just reading it, and I guess guessing the correct way that his opponent was going to move and punish him with that grab. Roll, try to follow up with the tech, but nothing major.
Look at that, the pressure is on Sir John, really on point here with the damage again, and this time around, it's not looking like Skipper's Falco is too effective.
No, I think at this point, Sir John's just tightened up his movement and his positioning just to know exactly how to get around what Skipper's trying to do to get the combos against Wolf.
Sir John is playing extremely defensively, and now Skipper making his way through that defense, whipping the grab, that is lethal!
A whiffed grab will be countered or answered rather by that scooping up smash, and now we've got Roy needing a lot of work to do. Tried to red the right way. Nice blazer out to hit the shield there.
Exactly, the multiple hits, and Sir John was not ready. Skipper needs to make his breakthrough happen soon. Before these early combos start stacking up the damage, Skipper makes his way out, but that's still a hefty amount of percent from one grab right there. Look at that.
Yeah, sometimes it's just trying to anticipate what your opponent's going to do, and it's trying to put yourself in the right position. And this is really strong from Sir John.
Sir John is looking to close this out again. 80% is not safe versus Wolf. A lot of KO power in those smashes. And Skipper, as you can see, he's already playing a little bit more slow pace. He's looking for the opportunities, but Sir John even more patient right here.
Yeah. Skipper just trying to find a way in, needs to get a big hit, but you can see he's definitely looking for those, and that's allowing Sir John just to, be a little bit more careful and punish correctly.
Look at that, the cross-up with the dash attack, making it safe. Skipper not ready for that. Skipper moving around looking for a hit, but Sir John, he's intercepting. There's the get-up attack.
That was very brave to use the get-up attack to get it, because if he had mistimed that, the scoop would put him away.
Oh my goodness, Sir John, can this man be stopped? He's on a warpath to Kyoto.
One stock away from that flight. And we see what he can do. The Ivysaur comes out with 100% currently on this Wolf. Goes for the Charizard. He knows he's got the big hits coming out, and he needs to secure this stock now. Goes for the back throw. Gets him off stage.
What can he get out of that? The forward tilt attempt, not quite gonna connect. Sir John immediately returning to stage. He knows what he has to do. Just keep Charizard out, because Charizard not too quick. There's the charge smash. Sir John, he hasn't even lost a single stock, and here is Skipper.
Wow, if Skipper was a little bit further forward, that would have been dangerous. But can't quite get this stock just yet. Sir John really just putting on a clinic here right now. This is just how you play Wolf effectively. Gets the grab again, goes for the forward throw.
Very precise, goes for the down air, a little bit hyphy, but not quite gonna matter. There's the dash attack interception. Sir John, he's so in control right there. There comes the breakthrough. Skipper once again the claw and the taunt as well.
At this point though, it's a bit of a mountain to climb. It is doable, but it's gonna be a bit of a doozy.
It's an uphill battle for sure, but we've seen Skipper do it before. There's the Nair, not quite gonna KO a big body like Charizard. Charizard makes it back, tries to claw his way back to the center of the stage. There's a flamethrower, good range, but it's not gonna lead into anything else, and he needs to lead into a combo like that.
Landing Nair into grab, gets the down throw afterwards, but trying to just connect something bigger, gets the full range forward tilt there as well.
Skipper is looking dangerous here. How will Sir John find the hit? It's dangerous for Sir John here. That back air is one of the strongest in the game. There it is!
It's not going to be
KOing. Skipper is making it happen.
We saw the lightning come out. It was a little bit of a faux lightning. Didn't get a stock there. The back throw coming out. That is
Not quite that. One of the happiest characters in the game, Skipper's still alive.
Good DI there coming out from Skipper just to stay alive at that point, trying to find a big hit by Nick. There's going to be gone. Sir John winning 3-1 over Skipper. He's going to Japan.
And with that, we have our first player heading to Kyoto. Give it up for Skipper and Sir John. Guys, join me in the middle. Come on, or us, not just me. Skipper, well played, man. Sorry for your loss, but here he is. Congratulations! Come to my side. So, let's officially take a look at the bracket. There it is. It's Sir John, our first of 4 players heading to Kyoto to the big tournament. And now it's time for Danuta to bring us the medal. Yeah, here it is. Congratulations to Sir John, well deserved.
Yeah. Sir John,
what a great game.
Skipper tried to fight back there, very, very good second game and third game, but Sir John, very well done to close out that match.
So, once again, thank you very much for playing today. Congratulations, Skipper, thank you for joining us today. Your applause. And now, guys, you can take a seat at the fireplace again. And now it's time to get our next players. It's time for Leon and Light. They are heading straight to the players area, so they get some time to prepare. Wow. What a great first game, right?
This is gonna. Oh, that first game was amazing. We saw the backs and forwards of the game, and both players really showing their depth there. And it was really, really nice to see Sir John just tighten it up when Skipper had a moment.
I really want to highlight the fact that both players stuck to their lineup and the order of their lineup for every game. So that really showed the confidence in their own play. They're noticing it's not about my characters, it's about the choices I'm making.
Yeah.
And I really like that confidence coming out of the first set.
Just one more question about last game, and then we head straight to the next game. So, did you think initially that Skipper was that good? Like, how did you feel about the matchup?
I mean, as the non-Dutch representative here, as you say, it was one of those picks we maybe didn't see coming, but he really showed us what he could do. When I came out as Sir John, one of the best players in Germany, he's probably going to be commanding this game.
Yeah.
Skipper really impressed.
So let's take another look at the replay from last game.
All right.
It's Sir John taking the game.
That first back throw not gonna KO because Charizard is so heavy. But he's still in the corner, and that means it's an advantage for Sir John. Look at that, punishing the forward air. Excellent gameplay. He was just so patient with that, even though Skipper was mounting the comeback.
I think the thing that we should notice there is that, just getting that spacing right for Palutena's grab. To grab at that long range after the hitbox had been thrown out by the Charizard, to get that grab and throw back, really, really, really solid. Yeah.
Nice. What a great game to start the tournament. And now let's talk about Leon and Light. What kind of players are they? I mean, Light is
Germany's best.
Germany's best, right?
Do we have any fans of Light here?
Okay.
Yeah.
What about fans from Leon?
Any Leon fans? Anyone remember Leon? He's been a storied Smash player for millions of years. He's been playing since the old Super Smash Bros. Melee days.
Exactly. Leon, one of the top European Melee threats while he played that game, switched to Brawl. One of the top European Brawl threats, switched to Smash 4, took some big names in that game as well, and now he's here in Smash Ultimate, picking up the game, really learning how it works, the ins and out, and you can see it in his play. Strong fundamental base that he's really basing his gameplay off of. He's playing relatively simple characters that really allow his knowledge about the underlying game systems to shine.
I think the thing as well is we're talking about the experience that Leon has. He's been in these situations before, so has Light, of course. Leon's got these years and years of experience really behind him, so he's seen a lot of situations, and we'll see what he can kind of find in those deeper moments to kind of get out of any tricky situation. Interesting to note as well that Leon was actually hovering over Simon before he picked Snake as well, so I wonder if he's got other characters besides these three.
Yeah, on the other hand, we have Light, of course, a seasoned player as well, has been around since Brawl, a Sheik loyalist, and this game is the first game where he really switched to Palutena, and it's working out very well for him, but we still see that Sheik coming in clutch for him in the lineup.
And game one between Leon and Light is ready, so make some noise for Leon and Light!
We're about to witness a very high quality game. And you can see both sides, we've got Young Link and the Palutena coming out first from both of our players. Young Link, very combo-centric, got some wonderful setups and incredible strings to get those KOs.
Both these characters very nimble, very fast. Really gonna be interesting to see how they interact. I do believe Palutena has quite an advantage in this matchup because she can reflect Young Link's projectiles back at him. It's such a big boon, and it is gonna force Young Link to play more up close, and that is exactly where Palutena usually shines.
It should be noted as well that it's kind of like very advantageous now for Light because of that. Both of these players are picking their order of characters blind, so Leon wasn't aware that the Palutena was coming out first.
Exactly, Leon getting a little bit of a disadvantage from the get-go, but he's holding his own quite well. Still behind, but that's not an insurmountable lead. Look at the momentum. Leon, he's covering the landings and he's already evening it up. Light has no way to make it back. That was the reflect, but it's not gonna lead him too much. Look at the pressure right here. Leon just keeps it up. Projectile after projectile into the Master Sword, into the up smash. Leon with the lead.
He knew that Light was going to go back on stage there, and coming up against that disadvantage, Leon with an early stock lead.
And this is a turn of the tables. Mario quite a disadvantage against Young Link, but Light finding his opportunity with the forward smash, evening up the stock count. That KO, quite scary right there.
And now Leon coming out to a moveset that he's very familiar with. Big Marth player in the past. We know the strength of Lucina in this game, so he's very comfortable with this moveset.
Exactly, look at that, look at the movement, going back to center stage, covering the roll, looking for the landing, but Light a little bit too fast on the trigger. Here come the combos. Such damage on Light's part.
You look at the spacing from both of these players. If that was a little bit earlier.
Talking about spacing, that's exactly what they wanted to do. Leon pressuring Light all the way off stage into the grab. Very well done. There to back air. Leon once again with the lead, and Light. This is not what we expected out of the first game.
I mean, especially when you're looking at just how much quality we've seen from Light over the years on the Smash circuit. But Leon, as we talk about that experience, he just knows this game so well. But we are now back onto Light, his favorite character. It is his favorite character. He adores Sheik so much. So, he wants to, really show that she's got something. So I know that there's going to be a lot of emotion behind this play.
Exactly, but one of the disadvantages that Sheik has is that she struggles to find that KO. And you can see it by Leon's percentage, 145, and Sheik is nowhere near getting it. But I spoke too soon. Light, he knows what's about to happen and he knows how to deal with it. That was an excellent KO right there. And here's Snake. Can Leon's Snake make it happen?
This is the question. I mean, Snake is a very good character. He's got a lot of tricky things that, that make him difficult to deal with. Like bouncing fish coming off a shield straight into the up smash there. The Nikita comes out to catch.
Oh my goodness, he brushed the blast zone right there. Nikita, once again, an attempt was made, but Light, if you throw a hitbox at that Nikita, it does get deactivated. So, extremely good awareness by Light. He is getting those combos, but it's not enough to get Leon anywhere close to the KO range.
Light about to land into that forward smash, but jumping out and then back onto the stage. Getting the control again.
Oh, sneaky back air right there. Leon got the basics of CQC down. Dash attack to interrupt. No down throw yet, but the next one might lead into a combo for the KO. Leon is looking for it.
Okay, at this point, Light back on stage again. Gets a dash attack, trying to look for a moment. Gets the grab. Here we go.
Oh,
what can he get?
Bouncing fish is a risk right here. Leon, very wise to go high, but Light with the answer. He found the KO at 100% on Snake.
Yep, Snake is a heavy boy, but regardless of that, Sheik at that height with that hitbox is gonna be taking stocks.
And that is the advantage that Sheik has. She might not have too much power in her moveset, but because of her mobility, she can hit you when you're close to the blast zone and get those early stocks.
And we can just see, there was so much control coming out from Leon for the most part. And again as well, there was the percentage on Sheik, the rage effect coming in, it caps at 150. So we're talking like maximum rage. It is scaled down obviously from Smash for Wii U, but it still does have that, it does make that difference in those moments.
Exactly.
Let's take a look at our first instant replay.
That was Leon with the control on that Young Link, very unexpected versus Light's main character. The forward are coming out as well, once again brushing the blast zone. And look at the reaction by Leon.
I mean, I know it seems like a simple thing, the opponent's going on stage, get over there, but it's the ability to anticipate they're going to go high, then the reaction, they're going high, get into the right position and choose the right move. There's a lot going on there.
I was thinking about if that was exactly what you guys expected, but I guess it was, because you were just talking about the fact that Leon is such an experienced player, right?
Exactly, and it really goes to show, because Leon hasn't been playing the game for too long. It's just been so amazing to see how well his fundamentals come through for him.
Okay, we have another instant replay. Let's take a look.
That was the end of the game, and look at the percentage on Light. He is one hit away from losing this game, and the confidence to go for that grab immediately into the forward air. That was a combo. Leon going high, Light chasing him down with that up air. Such excellence.
So how do you feel about the next game?
It seems like, I mean, well, we can see the different, we're not going to say anything, but we can see the different choices in terms of like where they're going to be going next. So as we got Leon bringing out his Lucina first, it seems, and then Light again with the Palutena, just again, front foot forward, out of the gate swinging.
And here it is, game 2, Leon versus Light.
And keep in mind, guys, last time Leon started with Young Link, so this is the first switch up we've seen. He feels more comfortable playing Lucina versus Palutena, and rightfully so. This is a decent matchup for Lucina, very even. Both of these characters very fast, a lot of range, and look at that already, Leon swinging at Light's Palutena.
Yeah, and you can see his movements, he's doing these just dash dancing around, staying in the right position. He's using the Dolphin Slash to kind of get an on-reaction hit.
Exactly.
Very quick move.
Great movement, as you mentioned, by Leon. The down tilt, moving back and immediately back into Light's face, not giving Light any time to put on any defensive measures. We saw that back air by Palutena being so strong, but not if Leon is just constantly inside of your range.
And just, knowing, this is about understanding and knowing your connecting hitboxes. What can go where? Wonderful edge guard coming out from Light there. Just read the movement, got the back air, that far out, that's a stock.
And that was the result of him just constantly pushing forward. He kept pushing forward and forward and forward until it was up to Leon to make a mistake. And the reflect on the up smash, the trap was reversed immediately.
Yeah, and the percentage was like 40-ish% from that. Leon just a moment of just forgot that the reflector came out and that the up smash was going to be hitting him instead. And Light capitalizing on that wonderfully.
And this is the curse. In theory, Palutena is good versus both Young Link and Snake, so this is a rough matchup. If his Lucina cannot do it, his Snake is going to have a hard time as well. There's the grab, Light trying to stay in control. Once again, we see Leon going high. This time it works out for him.
The trade there, just pushing each other back. The Nikita comes out. Ooh, the counter was nice, but you could see that if that had fell a little bit quicker, that would have been
exactly. Leon seeing that counter come out, angling his Nikita upwards to avoid it. Altogether, Leon looking for that up tilt, an amazing KO move for Snake. There's the Nair, closing it out, Leon. He is not looking too healthy, but the stock count is even up.
But remember, again, Snake is a heavy character, so it's going to be, again, those bigger hitboxes that are going to be the ones to worry about. Like, the hitboxes that maybe a lighter character would be, being taken, having their stocks taken by, isn't going to affect Snake as much just yet.
Early percents are a little bit of a slouch for Snake, but as soon as you reach the higher percents, it is going to be scary for Mario to jump around. He is going to have to close the stock out somehow. There's the grab. No reaction by Leon. Light was waiting for a poor option, but Leon too smart for that.
Oh, wonderful. Light going so low, and that just delay the sag on the up B there, just catching.
Oh, the combos. He's looking for a jump, but Leon not giving it to him. Leon now answering with that Young Link. Look at the jumps. He is moving around Mario so very well right now, utilizing that sword and the projectiles to keep Mario out. Light with the reflection off that cape, very potent move against projectile users, but it's not lagless. If Leon delays his projectiles just a little bit, he can find the hit. Look at the combos, look at the pressure. Light is constantly in the corner.
Yeah, I mean, Leon's just, just keeping that pressure up. He's got all these projectiles, all these hitboxes, scary ones too. Oh, very nice, using the landing first hit of back air into the up tilt. Wonderful stock.
Exactly, very well done right there. Leon finding one of the rare KO confirms that Young Link has. Look at that already, the nimble movement from both these players just avoiding each other entirely. But when the hits land, they're looking for more to forward air. Light following up with a quick backer into the bouncing fish. The movement back and forth, there's no respite for Young Link, and that's Light with a 2-0 lead.
That was a long distance bouncing fish as well. He saw that a mile away and went straight in.
Such great gameplay by Light. And as we mentioned before, Sheik not the strongest character, but the movement is just gonna help her out, finding the hit after hit after hit. He got one forward air, followed up with a back air, and set up for the bouncing fish. It's the little things that count.
That's the thing, like most characters, if they have, if they're lacking one thing, it's usually kind of like backed up by another part of their kit that they can really utilize to, either pressurize or get those stocks in some way.
You guys talked about the leap of faith, if you want to say so. So let's take a look at the replay.
All right. Look at that. That was Leon going high and now having to recover low. Light. Great reaction.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like when you're edge guarding, there's so many options your opponent can do. He saw that the grenade had come out early and threw it back onto stage to cover the stage. But then at that point, Light was just like, okay, he's going low. And the thing about the up B for Snake is it has that slower startup. It is kind of like because he's heavy. The later you use it, the more sag there is before you actually start rising.
Yeah.
And Light really punished that. He knew that and went in.
I actually would have loved to get a replay of Bowie because he was jumping around on his seat.
It's not. I'm quite a... Oh, hello! Hello.
It's an Isabel, and on the other hand, we have a Zero Suit Samus as well.
Okay.
And Light is leading up with Isabel, predicting a Young Link or a Snake, but he's getting the Lucina.
And there it is, potentially our last game between Leon and Light.
And Light is one game away from that flight to Kyoto. Leon needing to just to put a little bit more work in just to get that a couple games back. Reverse 3-0s have happened before.
Exactly, and we see how strong Leon is as a player. He knows what he has to do. He just has to make it happen. He has to be quick enough to adapt to Light's strong, oppressive gameplay.
Yeah, I mean, and we're going to see that a little bit from his Isabel. I know he does have one, and he's been throwing some around in friendlies when we go to tournaments.
That was
a tic-tac.
Extremely close. But the bubblegum survives, as does Isabel, but not out of the woods quite yet. Tries to make it back on stage. The slingshot coming out into the dash attack, but it's a little bit of an overreach. Here's Leon with the answer. There's the fishing rod.
My heart, I can't take this.
He's
got an edge guard.
Isabel on the board. Light showing that cutes can also be deadly.
Yeah, that was a long and grueling edge guard.
Look at that, Leon has to rely on Zero Suit now. We haven't seen that yet, but that was his main in Smash 4, so he knows how our moveset works. Light not letting Leon breathe. Leon has to make something happen here. Has to get that stock out of the game.
The thing about Isabel, she's got all these tricks. She's one of those characters, very annoying character, gets into your face. Very, very nice. That landing down air into the up air, very nice and quick. Taking that stock, and now this is a classic, I think, from Smash for Wii U. Zero Suit Samus versus Sheik.
Two of the fastest and lightest characters in the game. Look at that already. So many moves getting thrown out. Light looking for the reset, looking for the combo. There it is on the top platform, utilizing Battlefield so very well. Light, he's on a roll.
This is down to Leon's final character, final stock here. He's got to make some magic happen with this Young Link. And we've seen magic happen with Young Link. He's a tricky and cool character.
Exactly.
Definitely do some nice things.
The fire arrow coming out, the projectiles, the first hit of back air as well. Leon is already racking up a lot of damage here. Light has to make his way in through that bag of tricks that Young Link has. Returning boomerang, very nice truck right there.
Just trying to feel out a little bit of what Light's... Light trying to go deep again. Trying to figure out what his tendencies are with that Sheik. Trying to get deep with the fire arrows, trading. Gets a back air into a nair just to trade it out a bit.
There's the Zair, there's the down smash. Not quite going to connect. He was a little bit short on range right there. Interesting. But it was the right idea.
Interesting that it was a missed tech coming out, but there was, getting that up B into just confirm that stock. That's very, very high from Light, but the bomb protects Leon's descent. Very nice.
And here's Light playing his signature character, the Goddess of Light. And the Zack coming out, Leon. Great reactions right there. He's trying to put on pressure, and we've seen the young Link beat Palutena before. We know it can happen, but Light this time around with the
gonna be it.
And that is a victory for Light. He's going to Kyoto, Japan.
Both of our German players make their way over. Leon, he high-fives his opponent. He knows he played well.
Light, the second player and the second German player who secured his ticket to Kyoto. Make some noise for Light! Guys, come on over here. Light, Leon, come to the middle of the stage. You can grab your controllers afterwards. Come on. Let's make it official. Let's take a look at the bracket.
There we go. So John and Light, your first two to have booked their way to Japan. All that food. Can you wait for the food?
Yeah, I'm fine. I think I can make it. October.
Until October, he thinks he can make it. Perfect. Thank you very much, guys. Danuta, it's time for the medal for Light. Perfect. All right, you guys can go backstage. Thank you very much for now. See you guys later. And now, it's time for our next matchup. It's time for our next two players. Yeah, sure, you can take a seat already if you want to.
We'll go back to the fireside and warm
It's
ourselves.
our next matchup, and it's Ibayes versus Lancelot. Make some noise! Hey guys, you can head over to Julian.
Ooh, I'm excited for this one, Tim. So, obviously earlier this year we had the European Smash Bros. Ultimate Championships. I had the good fortune to go over to the Nordic region and see the Nordic teams playing. Lancelot, captained his team to a astounding victory. Incredibly, Finland is a great country for Smash anyway. The Nordic region as a whole, great talent up there. But Lancelot is a gem.
Yeah, and he just last week he showed an amazing performance in Germany. And now he's back, he's looking to get that win. On the other hand, Iberias, representing Portugal, a very underrated region, a region we don't see a lot out of. And I just want to highlight, this is the very north versus the very south of Europe. It should be an interesting matchup.
Okay, we should talk more about that in just a second. Now let's head back to our last match between Light and Leon, because you mentioned the fishing rod action going on, right? Let's take a look at exactly that.
I love a good bit of a replay. Here we go. This Isabel is just doing so much work, but yeah, getting so far off with that edge guard there. It was just a nice trade and tech to survive as well.
Just reversing the situation completely with that fishing hook, grabbing Leon from stage, throwing him out there, and then a neutral air to follow it up. But Isabel, like I mentioned, cute, but deadly.
The chap in the white hoodie there loved that play as well. He was particularly impressed. But yeah, that's just the quality of that. That's the thing. It's not just about being great on stage, but the real talent or the real kind of like crunch time is when you get off the stage. Those moments when your opponent is, at their disadvantage, and you want to like really get in there and finish those stops. Don't give them a chance.
Yeah. So now let's talk about the new matchup. Ibayes versus Lancelot, and you just told us that you're really excited about it. Is it the one specific matchup you guys are the most excited about?
It's hard to say. Excuse me, that was a lot of breath. It's hard to say because so many great players. But I was having a chat with Lancelot, and so earlier he was like, "I'm the best Wario in the Nordic region."
Yeah.
That's a little bit cheeky from Lancelot because there is a very good Wario player called Whoopi, who is probably the actual best Wario player in the Nordic region. But Lancelot's here to show otherwise. But he's a great Crom player, so you're going to have that kind of the Echo fighter in Roy. He's going to have two characters he's very strong with, and then that Wario secondary.
Here and Iberias pulling out both Pokemon Trainer and Bowser, really liking those heavy characters, and Lucina to round up the roster because heavy characters don't really like long range. Lucina can patch that up.
Nice, so let's head into game one. Iberias versus Lancelot, make some noise!
Looking like town and city for our first game, father versus daughter. Spoilers, by the way, if anyone's played Awakening. It came out years ago, don't give me that. Running with the Lister colours, though, so I'm a big fan.
Right, and you have to mention the fact that all these sorties coming into play. Lancelot, as you mentioned, playing both Chrom and Roy, and on the other end we have Lucina, and that really changes the dynamic of the matchup. You're going to see them play a lot more mid-range, a lot more neutral, trying to feel each other out, a lot less brawling up close, because they do have those swords.
And the thing is, their Echo counterparts are Marth and Roy, respectively from the screen. They are the characters who have these sweet spots and these sour spots, like the tips and the hilt of the blade. Whereas these two, their swords are the same strength across the board. Big counter, but got the timing a bit wrong there.
I want to highlight that play because that was so cerebral by Lancelot. He used that B up high enough that the counter wouldn't connect, but Lancelot, just so smart, immediately turning the situation around after that offstage scenario.
Yeah, now the thing that I was going to mention before that happened is that the thing about Chrom is he's so powerful, but his recovery is exploitable. And that was the moment that, Iverios had to actually get that, but just, the time was just a bit off.
Amazing play by Lancelot, amazing spacing, and right now the dominance is coming through. Iverios has to find one solid hit with Charizard to round the stock out, but will he find it? Chrom so nimble, such good pressure, the back throw is going to throw him off stage.
Yeah.
While Town and City is huge, the blast zones are very close to the ledge.
Yeah.
So if you get caught there, your stock might just be forfeit.
Lancelot doing the gluttony special, clapping just before the stock starts.
Whirlpool loops, but no follow-up right there. He might get those back airs, and there's the forward air, the up air as well. Is going to use Water Gun to follow it up. Iverios looking solid right now, but here's the answer by the best Wario in the Nordic countries. Look at the combos.
Would be so mad right now. But yeah, you can see just that combo potential was so good, being able to get these landing nairs into the up tilt. A big part of Wario's game or his counterplay game is he's got this waft, and it can just change his down B, the fart move, if you will. It's just so powerful. It's a big part of his comeback.
The one thing is he needs to wait 2 full minutes before he can use the strongest version of that waft. And will he be able to survive for that long? There it was, and it was ineffective, the super armor, but there's the follow-up. Lancelot, he had the pressure, he has the lead.
That was a max range slap there, the forward tilt coming out from
Wario right there, the KO, but here's Iverios' Bowser. A lot of control right now because Lancelot does not want to lose his stock. He is going to get outranged by that big Koopa King. Just like that, the forward air coming through and the pressure is on. Iverios controlling the stage so very well.
You can see just holding on to that percentage right now. Lancelot, doesn't want to take this stock just yet. He wants to hold on to that waft and use it just to get either, at this point, just percentage. Gets a little bit of health back from the bite there.
Right there. Very nice. Very well found by Lancelot. But Iverios full hopping over that Wario, and here's Lancelot's final character. It is going to be Roy.
Yeah, I mean, that's very nice stuff from Iverios, just to kind of see that the bite was coming out and punishing it perfectly. Lancelot, though, with that, has this same moveset, but Bowser is a big, heavy boy, and he hits hard. So, I think at this point, never mind.
Big heavy boy is gonna get fried up by that sword, the blazing sword by Roy. It's gonna be the first victory. Lancelot takes a lead in game 1.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to say that Roy was actually at KO % there from a big hit from Bowser, but that's the strength of Roy's Sword of Seals. You hit on the hilt, it is going to go like the clappers. It is going to be very, very powerful.
And I want to mention that combo that Lancelot performed, the jab into forward smash, that is specific to heavier characters. You cannot do that on a Peach or a Pikachu. They're too small, too light, they get blown away too far. But Bowser, he's still in range for that hilt. He can still get KO'd. So amazing presence of mind by Lancelot right there.
And we have another replay of Wario applying lots of pressure. So let's take a look.
I love replays.
It was that attempt at a forward smash, but look at the combo, the Razor Leaf into the Vine Whip. But Wario breaking through, the immediate switch to Charizard, using the super armor to break through the waft, negating the pressure. But Lancelot, that is the signature of a good player. He goes for the KO. If it doesn't work out, he still has a backup plan.
So we just had a 3-0 with Light. How do you feel about this matchup?
And there was these moments when Iverios just kind of finding his groove.
Yeah.
And I think he needs to kind of just maybe pace himself a little bit better. Don't burn out too early into the game. Don't give away too many tricks, because Lancelot is going to come out swinging again.
I mean, we're going to find out right? Eventually. And this time is now. It's our second game. Iberias versus Lancelot.
So we can see Iberias changing up his order there, putting his Lucina last.
So Squirtle is actually one of the best and worst picks versus Chrom. In a neutral game, he is going to get outranged by that sword, but as soon as Chrom is off stage, Squirtle has the best tools to deal with that offstage game to really push Chrom off stage time and time again, and already the pressure by Lancelot forcing Iberias to switch.
Ooh, he got the right spacing! Yeah, the Skyward Slash there does kind of bring enemies down when he gets it up. But if I think there's a little bit of more movement or if Iberias was slightly further to the right, that wouldn't have happened. Unfortunate way to lose your first stock.
And that is such a heartbreaker because that doesn't happen often. It was just a little bit too early for Iberias to go for that edge guard, and Lancelot, once again, cerebral. He knows exactly what to do when his opponent makes a mistake. Maximum punish, maximum reward, and the early lead, more than a full stock already.
It was Soaring Slash, by the way. I just remembered. I had that moment, you know, when you go, oh yeah. It happens. Okay, so Iberias just trying to get into this one. Unfortunately, right now, the battles are just kind of like being taken for a ride by this Chrom. Landing Nair does not kind of follow up anything from that one. Tries to go for a back air, but this run up forward tilt is not going to be enough just yet.
Trying to get the neutral beat, but Iberias breaks through with the up B. Still has control, but Lancelot immediately swinging to get out of the corner. Very smart. Empty jump right there. Iberias did not see it coming. You can see it on the percentages. 172 on Bowser. He's a big boy, but that's a big punish.
Yeah, that was you using the up B just kind of pressure their eyes that shield, maybe trying to catch a jump out of shield, but it was just easy to punish there for Lancelot. But you can see him just speeding up the pace. Iberias doesn't connect to the edge. He's looking so good. Goes for the jab again, trying to go for the flare bait, but an early Dolphin Slash to push back.
Exactly. Very well done by Iberias, knowing that he had the room to intercept the neutral B. Here's Lancelot coming with the recovery. It is going to be hard to contest at that spacing. Changes the situation. Iberias still has a jump. He can make it. Just barely, though. Breaks through the forward air, jumping over the down tilt, but Lancelot so on point with it.
Nice parry into the up tilt, but not going to take that stock just yet. Oh, it's almost going to be the jab to reverse back air. There it is. Once again, it comes out. That's going to be enough. A 3 stock, and Lancelot is 2-0 up.
A 3 stock. Such a dominating victory right there. Lancelot, he doesn't even need to be the best Wario in the Northern countries, because he's the best Chrom in Europe.
Yeah. I'm not going to refute that. That's true.
Just like that, a 3 stock. What a statement right there.
I mean, what did he do different compared to the first game?
That's the hard question to ask. I think, first of all, it was very unfortunate the first stock because you know the Soaring Slash is catching and not getting the actual hit to or not having the spacing to land on stage for Iberias, so lost a character that he was going to really use, as you were saying, to punish the Chrom. And then I think then it's just snowballed really. You've got the weight of Bowser, which can get big hits, but he's just combo fodder for Chrom.
Chrom is a very volatile character. One stock he might end your stock in one combo, right? We saw that time and time again, but he's also very vulnerable. He's a glass cannon. And in this time around, he was more cannon than glass.
Yeah. I felt like even the beginning looked way different than in the first game. So let's take a look at the beginning scene of this game.
First off, you can just see the difference of the character matchup coming up from Squirtle. You were mentioning the quality of that combo game, but then you could just see how quickly Lancelot was just covering so many options here. And then here goes off stage, there's the Soaring Slash, pulls him in, and falls down.
Yeah, try to get the down on the recovery because Chrom is actually very vulnerable when he's reaching upwards, but at the end of the day, the timing just wasn't quite there to get that edge guard going.
Okay, any advice for Iberias for game 3?
He has to keep his mental game together. I think that's the main thing here.
That is also a good choice as well. Sorry, he's gone for the Lucina first.
Yeah.
But to get to kind of have that more even matchup against Chrom.
Okay, let's get into game 3. Iberias versus Lancelot.
Once again, the sword matchup coming out, and already a good start for Lancelot. We see the pressure, the jabs, really walling Iberias out, but Iberias with the get-up attack, good range on that sword, immediately back to the ledge, and look at the parry!
Oh, there it is!
To forward smash!
11.3%, and he goes for an up smash just for a little bit of swag there. Wonderful using that jab into forward smash. And that's the thing with Chrom specifically, where Roy needs to do that close and it only works on heavies. There's no sweet spot or sour spot for his his falchion is just everywhere, is just strong as hell.
Yep, the jab to forward smash, so very consistent. Up the other shield as well, very smart, very fast, a lot of damage. Look at the pressure. Lancelot has hardly taken a hit.
At this point, though, what's happened here is Lancelot is a momentum-based player. You know, when he's really kind of like in control and confident, he really just tightens up all elements of his gameplay. This is why he's so dangerous!
Oh, jab to back air. The combos keep landing and Lancelot keeps winning. He's looking to take an international trip, but it's not quite over. Bowser's still on the board. That fire breath coming out, not quite enough. He is making his way back to the stage, and now
goodbye.
Huge body drop coming through right there. Iberia's putting some weight into that forward smash.
That is a powerful move. That slower startup managed to kind of like punish the whiff that came up from Lancelot. So we now got Bowser versus Wario. Wario is going to be pushing as much as he can. The tricky character there is the slap. There is, oh, he saves him. This is a high. What is it? Look at this edge guard here.
Is gonna be it, and that is Lancelot taking the win. 3-0, going to Kyoto, Japan.
Lancelot, I was mentioning it, he just turns the screws, he just ups his game, he finds the extra gear, and you saw it there. Iberias was under pressure, and Lancelot would not relent. Exemplary play from him.
Guys, join us in the middle. I mean, we just talked about it. Another 3-0, such dominant performance. Give it up for Lancelot! And let's make it official. Let's take a look at the bracket. Still a good game, man. There it is. Lancelot securing his ticket to Kyoto. Congratulations. And now there's only one thing missing. The medal. Danuta, please.
There she is. Hello, Danuta.
There it is. Ah, it looks so fancy. I want one as well.
We can get you one, Tim. We can get
And one more time, make some noise for Lancelot and Iberias. Well done, guys. You guys can take a seat backstage. You guys can take a seat over there. I will join you in just a moment because it's time for our final matchup of the day. Are you guys ready for our last match today? All right, let's bring out the players. It's Mark and Yeti. Hey guys, you can head right over there to Julian. Julian seems to be happy. That's good.
Oh, this is going to be cool. So Mark Bree, a great TO, he hosts the Tech Republic series of tournaments out in Spain. Great event. A great player too. And then Yete, you were mentioning one of the best Pichus, arguably in the world.
Exactly. Mark is one of the veterans of the Smash scene. Yete, more of a rising star in Smash Ultimate with a strong first performance all the way back in January, and he's just been taking names time and time ever since.
Okay, do you guys have a clear favorite in this matchup?
It's hard to ask whilst their headphones aren't on.
Yeah. I mean, it's always a tough question, and it's kind of unfair to say, I guess. But I mean,
Yeti.
You are the experts.
I would probably say in this, from what I've seen right now, probably Yete, from like the results he's been getting across tournaments of late. He's been fantastic.
The interesting thing about this matchup is Yete is known for his Pichu, and Pichu has taken a big hit as of late in the balance updates of Smash Ultimate. On the other hand, Mark has found a new main in Joker, the DLC character. So, well, in terms of results, Yete is the easy pick.
Okay.
There have been some shifts in the balance as of late, and I'm really curious to see how those play out in this matchup.
I'm looking forward to it, but let's take another look at the last game. We have one more replay for you guys.
It was the finishing move of this set. Iberia's on that Bowser, getting the forward air immediately interrupted, and here starts the sequence of forward tilt, chasing off stage with the forward air, chasing off stage with the down air, and now going all the way to the forward air, and that is gonna be night for Bowser.
It was just, as I was saying, it was just exemplary edge guarding, consistently throwing out hitboxes, consistently being a pressure, having to force loads of different options, exhausting the options from Iberias there. And he gets kind of like, as I said, ran out of ideas, and eventually the stop came.
All right, so you're already able to see how a game one of Mark versus Yeti would look like, or is going to look like, and now it's officially time to start our first game between Mark and Yeti.
The fist bump, they're ready to go. Looking at this team, we've got Cloud, Joker, and Lucina. And then we've got Young Link, Pichu, and Joker. So, if you guys, for me, whenever the Arsene gauge is maxed, just to shout out Arsene or Persona. Yeah, Persona.
All right, and off into the first game. Immediate combo. That is Yeti showing his speed, his nimbleness. That is Pichu coming clutch, seeing shades of that in the Young Link play. Mark has to find his footing, and there it is. Immediate up the other shield. Good damage, good follow-up as well with the up tilt. Look at that. He is utilizing his superior range. That is going to be a Kokiri sword for the Young Link. On the other hand, the Buster sword.
Yeah.
Immediate advantage right there for Cloud.
Yeah. So, I mean, he does have his limit on. In Ultimate, you do have to expend that. You can't just, like, let it run out. So it does kind of, like, promote a little bit more aggression coming out from Cloud players to really use the limit when it comes up. It is a resource. It does run out. So, you know, Mark's going to be trying to use that.
Exactly. Already the pressure is on after such a strong lead by Yeti. Mark clawing his way back into the game, and looking at the differential in KO power, this is looking to be a lead for Mark. He does have limit, and that is very, very scary. The back air comes out, and this is an offstage scenario. Limit cross slash. Yeti has no answer to get around it and has to forfeit the stock. Out comes the signature Pichu, though.
I do like the fact that, you know, that just kind of forced no option. It was either jump and get defeated by the cross cut or the cross slash or fall. Nice. There it is. The fancy feet, the twinkle toes comes out. Yeti equalizes the stocks, and Joker's on the screen.
Joker versus Pichu is one of Joker's harder matchups right here. It's very hard for him to hit the smaller characters, and his KO power is a little bit inconsistent. Has to rely on Arsene to get that, but Mark is looking confident so far. Got a good amount of damage so far.
Yep. The thing, yeah, as you're saying, like, you know, the small frame of Pichu is what makes him, you know, like balance out the fact that he has such strong hitboxes. And okay, there, the Persona is called upon. Arsene is on the stage, and suddenly Joker's going to see a spike in a lot of his bigger hitboxes and KO options.
Exactly, bigger hitboxes, stronger hitboxes. That is a deadly duo here, especially for Pichu, the lightest character in the game. As you might notice, Pichu damages herself every time she uses an electrical move, so it's going to be that much harder for Yeti to survive. But Arsene is gone, and that is a good look for Yeti. Up throw into Thunder, not going to KO right there.
Got the Meteor hitbox to drag down, but because of the platform, couldn't connect the sweet spot.
Exactly, the downward angle guns into the back air. Mark, another lead, and Arsene almost on deck. Yeti down to Joker as well. It's gonna be a ditto, a mirror match right here. Will Mark get his Arsene out, or will it be curtains before he gets that far? Yeti looking to get the KO with the up smash out of shield. Looking to weave his way around Mark, but Mark is staying very patient, very disciplined as well.
Throwing an AHA there onto the edge just to make sure that the ledge was safe to recover onto.
Yeti really enjoying the up smash out of shield, but it's not quite landing. The forward are not going to do much without that Arsene active. Right now, Mark is looking extremely strong. The back air walling, the guns are going to be safe enough into an immediate back air. Mark is putting on a clinic right here. The precision is just immaculate.
Nice protection just to get back onto stage. And you can see Mark's Arsene just running out, and you can see Yeti has his Arsene in gear.
Look at that, 190, 195, almost 200% on Mark, and he's still alive. There's the back air. I spoke too soon, Yeti. He's still alive, he's still breathing, but look at that. That is Mark's main character, Lucina.
Yep, and you can see the percentage is high right now as well on Yeti. He does have to play with a bit of a deficit here. You know, just gonna have to, and again, because you're trying to learn 3 different characters or play against 3 different characters on the fly, what can Mark do to change up the matchup, or how his opponent is playing around what he's doing with Lucina?
Well, one of the most important things for Mark here is to find that finishing move, that vital back air, forward smash, forward tilt, anything will do at this point, but Yeti is so nimble, he keeps retreating and punishing with the side B, the EHA, which keeps on racking damage. Look at that Mark, he had a fresh stock coming into this and already looking at the 100%.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is about this is, like, you know, Yeti is utilizing a bit more of that combo potential of Joker, you know, using these drag down up airs, but a wonderful platform drop back air will be enough to secure that stock. And the first game goes over to Mark.
Just barely though. Yate was mounting the comeback of a lifetime right there, and that doesn't prove to be, it's going to be an issue for Mark in the next game.
Yeah, I mean, it was very, very, very back and forth, and I mean, Mark just getting that final hit there, but Yeti was pushing really, really. I don't think he should be like disheartened by how that game turned out or how anything went, because he played very, very well. But just Mark just being a step ahead the entire time, and that the momentum couldn't really be like grinded back against him. So Yeti just needs to tighten up a few little things here and there. Maybe confirm a few more combo links that maybe he dropped here and there.
Yeah, I think the most important thing in that match, what really changed the tides in Yate's favor, was the fact that Mark wanted to win. He wasn't focused on beating his opponent, he was focused on getting that win, finally being able to breathe a sigh of relief and have it over with. And Yate just making great use of that with his speed, nimbleness, aggravating Mark by moving back and punishing rather than engaging directly. That was very smart by Yate, almost got him that victory, falling just a little bit short.
Let's take a look into a replay of last game. Absolutely. It was pretty suspenseful, that much I can say.
This was the end of that set. Look at that Mark. This is Yate mounting the comeback. Yate had 133 one hit, and that could spell doom for him, but he's still fighting, staying nimble, the guns into the forward air, just constantly chasing down Mark. And look at that Mark making his way back, going over Yate, because Yate, in that case, he was the one who tried to close out the game with that forward smash.
I think the reason that connected as well is that Yeti was trying to close the distance and wasn't really. I mean, Mark just threw out a hitbox. He just platform dropped and back it. I think he was trying to tease out, but actually it did connect. And I think Yeti was a little bit too antsy to get in.
Too eager for sure. Yep.
So we're excited to head in our next game between Mark and Yeti.
Ooh, Yoshi's Island. Oh. There are some slopes here on the sides of the stages. Will be important for projectile usage from the young Link, but Mark opening up with Cloud once again. I think he's stuck to the same setup. Yeah.
Exactly. Both these players looking pretty similar right here, though. It is gonna be the Pichu lost for Yeti. So this time around we got a little bit of an anchor right there. Mark is gonna do very well on this stage because that up B out of shield that we've seen him utilize so much with Cloud is gonna have a little bit of less lag because he lands on the platform instead of on the ground.
Just catching the landing with that up air. Limit is now ready and available. Needs to find the moment to use it, but needs to make sure he does use it for recovery purposes. Brings young Link with him. Welcome back to stage.
That's that up B out of shield. Great hit right there. Great damage, and that's Mark in control right here. Charging a little bit of the limit, but not gonna overextend Yeti. Really looking to get the combo started, but Mark is playing extremely safe. That up B is hard to punish, but Yeti knows how to play around Mark's attempted punishes. Look at the rolls, look at the movement. The platform not really being utilized, a little bit too high up, but that's Mark using it for his movement, using it to really get those landing aerials out a little bit quicker. That's the combo, the fire arrow into the upper, into the up smash. A 1-2-3, Yeti with the lead.
Okay, we're opening up our second stock now. Mark with his Joker on board. The runoff forward air coming out from Yeti. This is where he's going to try and get some pressure. He gets the Nair! That is wonderful. So the Nair knocking back Joker enough that his up B could not connect to the stage, because it's a very, very interesting one, using like a tether grab like that, or tether recovery rather. Yeti punishing it brutally.
Yeti's young Link is looking extremely dominant so far. No counter for Mark. And that is the KO. Mark's Lucina putting himself on the board. That's a lead for Yeti, but not that big of a lead. Mark can make it happen. Look at the pressure already pushing Joker into the corner.
Using that Nair there, just that lasting hitbox, just kind of connecting. Trying to push back with the AHA, but yeah. It's the disjointed hitbox from this sword, just keeping Yeti at bay, but you can see Yeti getting in and just using all of these strings. Tries to go for the drag down, the down throw into drag down up air, but Mark just counterattacks.
Exactly, Yeti looking for another one of those forward smashes, but they're not quite connecting. On the other hand, he does have that lead, he does have room to work with. That is Arsene on deck, and that is extremely scary for Mark. Mark with the pressure, the landing up air, nice delay right there.
Wonderful indeed. Just kind of like, as you say, delaying the up air just to kind of connect on the option that that Yeti threw out, and then following up with even more. Good punish.
This is Mark with the offstage pressure, but He cannot do to Yeti what Yeti did to him. Joker makes it back, gets a grab, but no follow-up right here. Mark keeps making his way back to the center of the stage after a single hit, so Yeti has to work a little bit harder to get that KO.
That counter coming out as well. Counters generally like take the damage or the input or the knockback done that's going in to kind of be a modifier for what damage goes out as well. So not a big hit, so not a big knockback from the counter. But there's a nice, wonderful just connection there, seeing the option, going up, reaching out as far as he can and getting that stuff.
That's exactly what we mentioned. As we said, only getting a single hit, Yeti in that neutral game, getting a single hit, and the one time he gets the follow-up, that's enough to end the stock.
I mean, it's always so close. What is missing?
What is missing? I think there's nothing missing. Both of these players are constantly adapting to each other. So the first game we saw Mark taking that early lead, and now Yeti has the answers in his mind, and now it's up to Mark to find the answers to Yeti's answer. And just like that, they keep playing a rock, paper, scissors game. They have to find the next layer of counterplay to the opponents.
I would honestly appreciate to see more games than just 3 again. But let's take a look into one of our replays.
Absolutely, yeah. Let's get that on deck. See what our tech team really enjoyed about that last game.
Exactly. Okay, KO combo from Young Link. That's as much as I know. So let's take a look.
All right, here we are. Yeti's Young Link showing a lot of potential this game. There's Mark. Mark getting pushed off stage. We remember this. The neutral air into the forward air, and now the tether coming out, getting intercepted. You could hardly see it. Blink, and you missed it. But just like that, Young Link, and look at the reaction.
Yes,
okay.
He's definitely happy with himself there and knows how... I think it's one of those things where he could see that potential. When he was getting into that combo string, he was like, this is a potential finisher for this branch of combo that I'm going into. The wonderful thing about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, or Smash Bros. As a series, as a kind of competitive game, is that combos are just, they're open branches. It's, your imagination is kind of where it all stems from. But getting into our next game, third game here, one apiece, we're back on the battlefield.
Once again, we're seeing Cloud versus Young Link. We got the projectiles versus a big sword right here, already up behind the shield. Once again, the platform's allowing Mark to be a little bit safer, already walling Young Link out, utilizing that speed, utilizing that sword. Once again, the up B, the Klim Hazard, just so very potent by Cloud. A great defensive tool right there.
Just trying to just duck and dive between these projectiles here. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Mark dominant right here, 16% on Mark. The finish, it was untackable. You could see it by the color of the shockwaves. There was no way for Yeti to survive, and now it's up to Joker to make it happen. Mark's Cloud is looking to be in a permanent state of limit. That's so great, so well done by Mark. Such great momentum, and the up B is looking to push it further.
Good stuff there. Very, very nice. So again, has the stock lead, not much percentage here, so this is a good chance for Mark to get as strong a combo as he can off, especially with the speed that comes out from, the end lag there on limit cross slash is very, very low, so being able to immediately throw out the Klim Hazard just to catch an approaching Yeti.
Exactly, but the Arsene is out, and that is gonna mean this trouble for Mark. He will want his limit soon, but as you can see by the bar above his portrait, he's still a little ways off. He needs that limit to recover properly, and without it, that's Yeti with the counter, just like that. Even if you have the stock on Mark, he's gonna wait a little bit, get that bar ticking down, a little bit less Arsene to deal with. Here's Mark with his own Joker. Let's see if he has the answers.
Interesting that now our persona gauge is even pretty much. You can see obviously as Joker does take damage, that gauge increases somewhat. So
we can expect this KO to not land until Mark has the Arsene meter up, so Yeti has some room to work with here. Look at that, the damage is already stacking. He's getting the juggles. How will Mark land? Utilizing the Rebel Guard as well. Very well done, but Yeti, he's not letting up, pulling him in, but there's Arsene, and this is trouble. Yeti, how will you make it back? Barely dodging that down smash.
See how deep they're going for this edge guard as well. Gets the down tilt. Does try to get the grab, and that allowed a punish from Mark. Mark looking for a deep edge guard there, but just spacing well, getting the up B recovery. The Nair not going through. Ahar comes out, goes for another one, but
Yete stalling out the Arsene, but you cannot stall forever. That's 160 on Yete. Almost got the Arsene gauge.
But noting as well that Yete's Arsene is about to come out now, and Persona, he's on the stage. Yete has the KO power now, and the percentage are on Mark to do it, so this could be a big turnaround maybe.
Yeah, don't be surprised by the percentages. This is definitely a lead for Yete right here. The back throw might come out there. Not quite a KO. Big stage on Battlefield. Mark finding another grab, but not quite there. Yete back to the center stage. Almost getting the upside. Will this be enough? There it is. Mark dismantling the threat, and now it's all up to that legendary Pichu, right?
This is the thing, like Yete kept this for last. He wanted to make sure that, you know, if he's going to use his best character, it's going to be now. Can't get the connection. Holding as much as he can. Wonderful from Yete. He kept the pressure on. He did not relent. He knew he'd get the timing right eventually. And now we've got Mark. It's Lucina versus Yete. A strong, powerful, disjointed hitbox versus a very, very fast baby mouse Pokemon.
You think Almost a glass cannon, you haven't seen Pichu yet, the lightest character in the game, damages herself. On the other hand, Lucina, amazing KO power. That forward smash would have been it, but barely living. Here's Yete, he's still getting pressured. Mark is on a roll. Look at that, the hitbox is swinging. The forward smash might be there soon. Look at that, the forward air, the walling, the side B is not quite enough to parry as well. Yete's looking forward, getting grabbed. Mark, he keeps pressuring Yete. He's so on a roll.
Indeed, yeah, you can see so much pressure from Mark at that point. Yete just his back against the wall, and you can see the movement as well from Mark. It's so smart the way he's moved, just like dashing in this kind of like staggered motion, almost staccato, if you will, trying to find his way in. Yete, though, with a bit of stage control.
That is the up throw. Not yet. He is alive even on Battlefield. Look at that 150. The neutral at the first hit, negating the jolt, and the second hit, spelling the doom. That is Mark Bree with another victory. That's a 2-1 lead right there.
It is 2-1 indeed. Both of our players are just locked in. It's just so close. It's going back and forth, but you know, this is the quality that both of these players have. You know, there's lots of great talent down in Spain, and whilst, you know, it's a bit rarer for a large amount of that community to travel, they just have so much talent. And oh man.
Last game you asked what was missing, and I told you, they're finding answers to each other's gameplay. And that's exactly what we saw. The first game going to Mark Bree, the answer by Yete, and here's Mark with his own answer. This is going neck and neck.
And I was so excited, I instantly stood up. You just saw it. We have another replay from this match. Cloud securing the edge. I think we remember that one.
This was the first stock right here, the matchup we've seen time and time again. Cloud versus Young Link, jumping over the projectile with that Buster Sword, the back air, beating Link's stubby legs, the forward tilt as well. Look at the range, and that is look at the shockwave denoting the untackable state, meaning that there was no way for Young Link to survive that move.
Yes, all right. I mean, if it's green, it generally means if you hit the R1 button or the shield button at the right time, you can kind of like bounce away without too much push. But as Randy pointed out, it was red rather specifically, which does make a big difference for sure in that, you know, the recovery
potential. That is knockback based, so if your opponent's off stage and you can knock them into the stage with a strong move like that limit cross sledge, there will be no way for them to recover. So that's always an option on the board.
I mean, yet his Pichu looks so strong. We have another replay. Guarding the edge this great.
And yeah, there's a reason we've called this one of the best Pichus in the world, taking so many strong names internationally. The forward smashes time and time again, hitting the Arsene up B, and the final one. Look at the reaction right there. That's exactly my face, my friend. Such an amazing play by Yete.
I mean,
he's having a great day. He's having a great day.
Give him 3 Pichus, right? I mean,
yeah, the free Pichu.
Yeah, the adaptation is the name of the game.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are heading potentially into our last game of the day. Please make some noise for Mark and Yete!
Woo! That is Mark Bree with the 2-1 lead. It's up to Yete to get an answer on the board, and already we see an answer in Pokemon Trainer.
Yeah, bringing that one out. Again, we're going to see that high combo game coming out from the little baby turtle Pokemon. Maybe into a bit more of a neutral heavy, you know, KO confirm kind of game from there. Out comes the Ivysaur there. Now the Cloud does have limit once again. Going to try and stall out as much as possible just to allow that to either run out and not really give Mark an opportunity to use it. But I say that out of shield is the Klim Hazard.
Pokemon Trainer having a little bit of issues landing, but Ivysaur right there breaking through with those Vine Whips. amazing range on that, even enough to match the Buster Sword. But here's Charizard. Charizard is a really rough matchup for Cloud. As you can see, the back air Yeti, he has the answers.
Yeah, Viren would be happy with that one. A strong back air coming out from the Charizard. We'll take that stock. And now, again, going back into Squirtle, he is lighter, yes, but at these lower percents, he's just invaluable.
Exactly. Here's Mark, though, the Joker. We've seen him perform so well last game, and now already pushing Yeti around left and right. The parry not quite going to connect on that multi-hit. The final hit of that Ivysaur net is not a safe move, but the combo, look at that, utilizing the platform to push him towards the edge.
Yeah, the platform there just kind of, I think it was one of those things where Mark quite wasn't ready for that there and didn't have a tech or any kind of evasive maneuver available. Yes, he's sensing the moment, going for the KO, bearing down, Jaws bared, Fangs bared, and then takes that stock.
Exactly, and look at that. Once again, Joker versus Joker. Last time, we saw Mark Bree emerge victorious, but this time around, it's looking a lot more even. Yeti with the follow-up, 40% for both. It's neck and neck, both of them getting single hits, both of them almost Arsene on deck. Look at that. The hits are landing left and right. They're looking for an opening. That's the side B. That's the Arsene for Yeti. That's the Arsene for Mark Bree. 4 players on the game right now. A lot of KO power. Anything can happen at this point.
Mark bringing this one back very nicely as well. Does still have Yeti bringing it back now. Even percent. There was 0.1 in it until that hit there.
That's our core on the counter coming out very strong. One of the best counters in the game. Only available when he does have Arsene, and now it's just Mark Bree with a little bit of Arsene left. They both make it back just barely by the skin of their teeth. And both of them now not having Arsene available. Did you see
drag
that?
down. Mark with the drag down into that down smash. Perfect spacing, perfect timing, perfect execution. That's what you want to see. Now Yeti immediately just gates open. Wow! Immediate turnaround. So much pressure. Gets him off stage. The off stage back air. The lightning loop will take that stock.
Bowie, this is a repeat of last game. We're down to the final stocks. We're down to a low percent match of both these characters at the same percentages. Who will win this time? Will be Mark Bree with those amazing hitboxes, or will Yeti find an answer with that Pichu this time around?
I think Yeti here, or Yeti on one of his best characters, or his best character. At this point he's got the percentage disadvantage, but he just needs to keep that, just stay resolute. Don't get too flummoxed by this landing down there. Gonna come out.
Oh.
Nice air dodge through.
Mark Bree with one of the best air dodges I've ever seen, but there's no answer, no respite from the back airs. Is this gonna be a give? Another thunder jolt, but it doesn't make it yet. That's not enough.
He goes around the rolling. It's gonna be enough. Mark Bree, 3-1. He's going to Japan.
And there he is, our last player securing his ticket to Kyoto. Guys, come on over to the center of the stage. Come on, guys. Leave your controllers, just come to the middle of the stage and let's take a look at the bracket. Mark, come on over. It's Mark! Give it up for Mark! Congratulations! So well played, Yeti. Don't leave me hanging. Well played, guys. Woo! So here he is, our last player securing his ticket to Japan. The only thing missing, the medal. Danuta, please give this man his medal. What a great match.
An absolute barnstormer to close the show out.
Nice.
Very great players.
One more time, give it up for Mark! And please welcome all the other players. Come to the stage. And the 4 players getting the ticket to Kyoto, please come to the front of the stage. Here they are, your champions. And here they are, your tickets to Kyoto.
They will be using those at the airport. Just take that to the airport and you'll get straight through.
Exactly, that's how they look like now. So once again, thank you guys so much for playing today. It was so much fun to watch you guys play such enjoyable matchups. Thank you very, very much. Congratulations to the winners. A big thank you to everyone participating. Such a big thank you to Julian, of course, our official referee from Nintendo of Europe, and my lovely colleagues, Bowie and Ramses. Guys, it was such a pleasure. Thank you very much. Danuta, thank you guys. And thank you guys, of course, all of you here in the audience, for cheering for our great players here at the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Gamescom Invitational 2019! And obviously also a big thank you to everyone tuning in to the live stream. Thank you guys so much. Tomorrow at 5 o'clock it's time for the Team Cup. Another great Smash tournament coming up for you guys, so make sure to tune in or to join us here at the Nintendo booth. But for now we would like to thank you and tell you have a great day here at the Nintendo booth, and goodbye, guys! Guys, congratulations! Let's congratulate them one more time.